Yo, yo, yo! Today, we're going to be ranking YouTuber confessions. I have delved deep into the YouTube archives, and I have found some very controversial confessions. I'm going to read the confession to you. Chat is going to vote whether they think it's cancelled tier, controversial tier, or valid tier. And if it hits the cancelled tier, well, I'm going to wax my legs. It's going to be a painful stream, but we're going to uncover some secrets that you guys might never have heard of these famous YouTubers. And you may notice right off the bat, my confession, things could get cancelable. Number 1, the old and faithful Mr. B. Jimmy Beast. I've met him before in real life, and let's just say, I thought he was nice. Not to be controversial or anything, but news was just dropping live as I was talking to him. Oh, Dog Pax just released his new video. Oh, looks like Mr. Beast is getting cancelled. Oh, everyone's exploding in the comments. Yeah, it wasn't looking good for Jimmy. You jealous? I don't know if you can say that anymore because he's kind of still getting cancelled. This is my Mr. Beast confession. I was a part of Mr. Beast's 2,000 people fight for $5 million video. Damn, I wish I was a part of that. And ever since I started watching Mr. Beast, I had a huge crush on Chandler. I mean, he's a good looking guy. It got to the point where I wouldn't miss an upload, and I've been watching for over 7 years now. Wow, 7 years? When I heard the news that my application was accepted and I'd be playing in the next Mr. Beast video, I was more excited about meeting Chandler than I was about winning the money lol. Anyway, it got to our recording day, and there he was in all his glory. I beelined straight towards him to spark a conversation, but I stopped just a few meters away. He was already talking to another chick. I asked Carl later on during the shoot who that girl was that Chandler kept talking to. Why did no one tell me he was engaged? Surely being a mega fan, you would have realized that he's engaged, right? I follow him on Instagram and I've been seeing the engagement pics and like him down on one knee popping the question. Anyway, I met a cute guy during the rehearsals instead, and he's taking me out Friday. Thanks, Mr. Beast. Not as bad as I thought my Mr. Beast confession would be, but someone found love on the show. Okay. First one to start us off. It's pretty timid. I'm going to be honest, 100% of people say controversial. Hey, controversial. I think I agree with that, but that's okay because we're moving on to the next one. Emma Chamberlain. I have a confession right now. I have never watched an Emma Chamberlain video, except for a confession video that she posted. I need to binge some videos. Well, maybe we'll read this confession first, and that might change your mind, whether you're a fan or not. I knew Emma Chamberlain. I went to school with Emma Chamberlain, and our school's house parties were a disaster waiting to happen. So our friend group and I turned to cheap country concerts instead. I'm a country boy. I like country concerts. For $20, we'd hang out on the grass, away from the stage where chaos reigned. A relatively safe, parent-free zone to party. And then in brackets, we were 15. Okay, 15-year-olds partying at a adult concert, but the real goal, making out with as many people as possible. Emma Chamberlain, at the ripe age of 15 apparently, is making out with strangers. It was like a weird, awkward competition, and we, including Emma, would see who could hook up with the most strangers. My personal best, 3 in one night. Most definitely all 25 plus. Quick math here, the difference between 15 and 25 is 10 years already, and she said 25 plus. In the great US of A, where 15-year-olds go to country concerts to hook up with 25-year-old pluses. That is illegal. Looking back, it's both embarrassing and kind of funny. It was so against our nature. No regrets though, but wow, what a cringy time with my girl. Love you. Those country concerts turning into ditty parties. Yeah, I don't know if cringe is the right word. Oh no, dude. Chat, over to you. 100% of people said cancelled wax. Unfortunately, I'm not surprised. I've got the new brand. Apparently this one really grips your hairs. Computer, enhance. Okay, Emma, this one goes out to you. And you know what they say, when it goes on, it has to come off. There's no going back now. 3, 2, 1. Ah! Oh no! Half the wax is still on my leg. That little patch in the corner is the only thing that came off. What do I do now? I think I just try to put it back on. Restick. 2, 1. Oh! Oh! That took off all the hair. Ew. I'm sorry you have to see that. That is nasty and rank. Almost like a country concert. Guys, use this brand. This is the good stuff. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is David, the person playing the next Superman. He looks exactly like Henry Cavill, to be honest. He looks good though. He looks buff. He looks like he could fly around and beat up some people. The reason that I've got him on the YouTuber tier list is because a YouTuber posted a confession about meeting him also. David Cornsweat? David Cornsweat stole from me. But what did he steal, you might ask? Well, let's find out. I met David Cornsweat A couple of years ago, at his TV show premiere for Hollywood, I watched that show. It's about the guy who, a prostitute, and the only way he gets up in the ranks is by sleeping with rich Hollywood goers. I was a part of the security team for the venue that afternoon, and I was in charge of ushering celebrities as they came in through the back entrance to avoid the crowds. David Cornsweat pulls up in his limo, and he gets out looking worried. He was hurrying around and approaching our staff, whispering something to them. I saw the staff keep shaking their heads, and as he approached them, all one by one, he eventually made his way over to me. He leaned in and whispered, "Do you have a stick of gum I could borrow? I had crayfish for lunch." Valid. Valid. I snort chuckled hearing this. What is a snort chuckle? I get it. But I reached into my pocket and pulled out my last stick. Before I could hand it to him, he snatches it out of my hand and walks off into the venue. He did shout thank you after he had put it in his mouth, and despite him being in a rush, it was a nice enough interaction. The security, the real Superman, for real, dude. If I had one piece left, I'm probably saving that. What if I had crayfish for dinner? What if I had a shrimp tuna sandwich? But then Superman stole my stick of gum. Maybe I'd ask for a picture in exchange. I'm a bit of a monetary guy, what can I say? Time to vote, hey? Quick, everyone vote cancelled. We have got one vote for valid. And you know what? I would agree with that. Where is he? There he is in all of his glory. Boom. And with that chat, oh, it's my own confession. I asked a man to put something in my butt. That I did. And I'm going to tell you the story right now. I didn't want to write it out because I just wanted to just get it out there. I didn't want to relive the trauma. But this happened. Why? Well, I got a colonoscopy. And for those of you who don't know, a colonoscopy is where Mr. Doctor sticks a tube up your bum. I needed it, so I asked him. I said, "Excuse me, sir, could you please stick this tube up my bum?" And you know what he said? He said, "For $1,000, yes." And you know what I said? "Make it $750 and you got a deal." So 2 weeks after we had that conversation, I was in the emergency room getting prepped. And chat, let me tell you, getting prepped for a colonoscopy isn't very fun. The main reason is you can't eat for 2 days before the procedure. And the day leading up to the procedure, you have to take laxatives. Did you like it? Come on, Charlotte. Of course I liked it. That means you poop. You extreme poop like a waterfall. Sorry to get graphic with you guys, but that's what this stream's theme is. I was pooping like a waterfall, no food in my stomach, and I made it to the ER. I shook the doctor's hand and I said, "Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited for us to have this experience together." And he looked me in the eye, he slapped me on the bum and said, "Don't you worry, I will take good care of you." Then he winked. So that was a little unsettling, but we walked into the room. He took me through the steps that's going to happen. Step 1, I get naked. Step 2, I put on a lovely robe. Step 3, I lie down on the operating table. I get injected with a needle and I go to sleep. I go night-nights. That's when they do the procedure. So really, I don't remember any of it. Anyway, I get in there, take my clothes off, put the robe on. Everything's all good. I strut into that room with confidence like I've never had before. And the guy comes up to me and he says, "Okay, you ready?" And I say, "Yes. I've never really done anything like this before." And he said, "Don't worry, I will take good care of you." So he lies me down on the bed and lifts my robe up. No consent was given. And he just lifted up. My bum's exposed. There's like 3 other nurses and doctors in there. They were all like, "Wow, that's a nice butt." And I said, "Yeah, I know." I feel this rush of cool come over my body and I fall to sleep. I fall to sleep almost straight away. And 15 minutes later, I wake up. My butt's a little sore, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling alive. In summary, I liked it. Now you're going to arrest me for that? You're going to cancel me for that? So be it. I like butt stuff. There, I said it. This is the fastest valid I've ever seen. Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Who said cancelled? Charlotte, that was you, wasn't it? I guess I'm just not accepted in this space anymore. I thought 2025 would be a place for welcoming. I guess not. Now I need to get waxed, apparently, says the world. But you know what? This one goes out to everyone who enjoys butt stuff. Well, I'm going to have a nice hairless leg, I'll tell you that much. Computer enhance. Out of my hands. It's too sweaty. Hurry up. What do you mean hurry up? Oh! Bon appetit. Oh yeah, that looks good. Old and faithful, KSI. I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. From the pen to the ring to the king. KSI is an ass. I worked at a shoe store in my early 20s. And KSI came in with his assistant. His assistant told me, "Mr. Olajide does not want you to speak with him or look him in the eye." It pissed me off, so I stared at him the whole time he was there. That's a weird thing to ask. That's a weird thing to ask. He didn't buy anything and looked flustered that I looked at him. What an ass. People are different when they're not in front of the camera. Maybe he had like a big pimple on his head or something and he didn't want people to look. And then he got like embarrassed. Let's see what chat's thinking. KSI could probably fit the state of Idaho on his forehead. It's looking like a controversial, and I would have to agree. And that is controversial. Uh-oh. Best buddy old pal, Logan Paul. Renowned for being controversial and cancelled many a times. I met Logan Paul. I saw Logan Paul at a grocery store in Los Angeles yesterday. I told him how cool it was to meet him in person and how much I loved Prime. I didn't want to be a douche and bother him and ask him for photos or anything. Valid so far. Don't know about liking Prime though. He said, oh, like you're doing now. I was taken aback and all I could say was, huh. But he kept cutting me off and going, huh, and closing his hands shut in front of my face. I walked away and continued with my shopping and I heard him chuckle as I walked off. You think you're cool, huh? You think you're really doing something right now, huh? When I came to pay for my stuff up front, I saw him trying to walk out the doors and like 15 Milky Ways in his hands without paying. Logan sitting like a Disney Channel bully. He looks like one too in this pic. The girl at the counter was very nice about it and professional and was like, sir, you need to pay for those first. At first he kept pretending to be tired and not hearing her. Being tired and not hearing her? But eventually turned back around, gave her the finger and brought them to the counter. Whoa, what the? Imagine having the chutzpah, the gusto to try and steal 15 Milky Ways. What is he even doing with 15 Milky Ways? Gives her the finger when she says, sir, you need to pay for that, and then reluctantly comes back up to the counter. What a douche. But hey, if you're watching Logan, I love Prime. I love you, dude. Keep doing what you're doing. Milky Ways are great. When she took one of the bars and started scanning it multiple times, he stopped her and told her to scan them each individually to prevent any electrical interference. Come on, dude. Electrical interference? This is why Crypto Zoo scam happened. He's got too much electrical interference in his brains and not enough Milky Ways in his stomach. What an idiot. And then he turned around and winked at me. After she scanned each bar and put them in a bag, he kept interrupting her by yawning really loudly. My kid is such a fan and I'm a near daily Prime drinker. So disappointed. You know what? I would be too. Why is he doing all that? Chat, I'll let you decide. I'm feeling the cancelled coming along, which I don't say with a smile. 100% of the vote is cancelled. Anyone else want to chime in? Far out. Computer enhance. Hopefully I don't faint from the pain because this is, I'm getting a little lightheaded and it's hot in here. Okay, here we go. Ah! Look at that. Look at that. Nah, that looked fake. Okay, check it. Check out my bling. I'm selling these for $20 when I hit 1,000 subscribers. The resale value would go crazy. You know what else would go crazy? No more cancels. Mr. Bridge Defender. And this is straight from the beast's mouth himself. So, the worst thing I've ever done to someone happened while playing Tibia. Tibia, that sounds familiar. That's like the lady part, right? And yeah, I feel bad now. It started with small stuff like in the newbie area. We'd trick people into getting stuck in pits and then charge them gold or items to rope them out. Later, we'd scam players by swapping valuable items for worthless ones during trades without them noticing. But the worst was when I agreed to sell an in-game item for real money. We met at a net cafe and I had a keylogger installed. After the deal, I logged into his account, took back my item, and stole his stuff. Oh hell? Bro's a scammer. And for no good reason, my friends and I killed his character over and over again until he was reset to the beginning level. It was cruel and honestly terrible. If you're the guy we did it to, I'm sorry. We thought it was funny, but looking back now, I know it was really messed up. Felix, my man, you're kind of messed up. That's torture. Who's the second guy in the council that looks like a twink? 50% cancelled, 50% controversial. Roll the dice since it's split. Unite gamers, you want odd or even? Even? Fine. 6 again. Have it your way. Have it your way. This must have been waxed in a video. Yes. 4 times is a record. Left leg or right leg? Both? How about I wrap both my legs around your face? God damn, my leg's burning, dude. Damn, these YouTubers getting a bad rap right now. And we're not on a good streak. Harri from Sideman. Can I get a P in the chat for Prime? Do hashtag Prime Partner. The dark side to the Sidemen. I was waitressing at a brand new restaurant in Las Vegas, and as a reward for my hard work, the head manager was paying for all the staff to go to a new nightclub in the same hotel. Well, I didn't get to go because my manager told me a VIP guest was coming in with his friends and he needed me to stay back because I was his strongest server. This was around when Harri from the Sidemen was super popular and the VIP guest was the situation. I waited on him and 12 of his friends, the Sidemen I think, for 3 hours until 2 a.m. He was super rude and dismissive. He got a couple $1,000 comped and didn't tip a single dime, despite being waited on hand and foot and treated like a king. I have forever since called him the stiff-uation. Thanks a lot for ruining what was supposed to be a fun night with my co-workers, bro. Wow, Harri and the Sidemen not tipping a single dime. Now that's valid? Let's put it to the vote. 50% say cancelled, 50% say controversial. All right, dice roll. 1, baby. Eat that. No wax. We're going in controversial. That is controversial. You know what? I would have said cancelled, but I'm not complaining. My legs aren't complaining either. There it is. And there's the final tier list. You should do one final one for good luck. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. My legs have had enough. They're burning and I'm in a lot of pain right now. One final one for the OGs. Yes, belly button hair. Show off my abs too. Check it. I'm 9 months in. He's pregnant. Damn, you're mean as hell. Right on the snail trail. Well, what an adventure we've been on today, hey? I'm cancelled apparently. Cock and ball torture next stream? Only if you subscribe. Peace!